my name's Mel and welcome to Healesville Sanctuary's virtual Tasmanian Devil Talk. So here at the Sanctuary we've got nearly 45 devils and we have a breeding recovery program for them. So we're part of the Save the Tasmanian Devil breeding program. Behind me you'll see Pipkin, she's got a few treats today. So what you're looking at is a carnivorous marsupial. These animals feed on mainly dead animals, which you can call carrion. So devils are not very fussy with their food and they'll sniff out their food from kilometres away, and they usually meet other devils at the same carcass site. They've got excellent jaw strength and can crush and eat bones as well. So pretty amazing devils and do a great job at cleaning up the landscape. Devils are what you call gorge feeders. So devils can eat almost 40% of their body weight in food in one meal. So that's about equivalent of us eating maybe about 10 pizzas in half an hour. So pretty amazing animals. It's almost half of their body weight they can eat in one meal. And then they don't need to eat again for maybe 2 to 5 days afterwards. So I did mention that devils are marsupials. So that means they also have a pouch, just like a kangaroo or a possum, except their pouch is more backwards facing, so more like a wombat. They spend a lot of time on the ground and they do a lot of digging, so they don't want dirt going into their pouches. So devil babies or devil joeys are born very underdeveloped, very small. So a pregnancy for a devil is around about 21 days. So after that time, a devil joey is born at about this size, so about the size of a grain of rice, really tiny. And a devil gives birth to many more joeys than will ever survive. It's been recorded even up to about 40 tiny little joeys. But only 4 will ever survive maximum, because mum only has 4 teats in her pouch. So the little joeys attach to mum's teats and there they suckle milk and develop into what looks more like a devil. So around about 6 months of age they're starting to come in and out of the pouch, staying pretty close to mum, and they'll start eating little bits of meat as well. By 1 year of age they're on their own, and they usually lead a more solitary life as an adult. So when devils vocalize, there's a lot of high screaming calls, a lot of screeching, snarls. They do sound a little bit scary, and that's why they were named the Tasmanian Devil. Also, their ears are quite red, particularly when they get angry. Devils, even though they sound very scary, they are more shy than anything, especially towards humans. Sometimes you'll hear different vocalizations, like a fainter R sound, and usually we'll hear that when they're really anticipating food and they're getting impatient. It's like a hurry up call. Devils in Tasmania are under great threat, and some of you might have heard about the devil facial tumour disease. So this has been in the Tasmanian population for just over 20 years, and it has really decimated the population in Tasmania. So great lengths were made to actually start a breeding program just over 10 years ago, and we've been part of that breeding program ever since. It's really important to make sure there's a healthy population of Tasmanian devils in captivity to make sure this species does not go extinct. Zoos Victoria has actually released some of our captive bred devils onto the Forestier Peninsula and to Marai Island, which are disease-free populations, and they are really healthy populations and doing really well. So thanks for stopping by to learn a little bit about our Tasmanian devils. We do miss you here at Healesville Sanctuary and look forward to seeing you in the future.